Hi guys, so we're gonna talk about fungi's future today. I'm Luna, this is Amanda, this is Maura, Bella, and Sylvia. And we named our group the Lambs.
Okay, so what are fungi? There are many different kinds of fungi, including mold and yeast, as well as the more familiar mushroom. Fungi are distinct from the plants because they do not possess chlorophyll, which is the green pigment that allows plants to manufacture their food from the sun's energy. They need to absorb their food from the environment in which they live. Fungi use fibers called hyphae. That as a group are referred to as mycelium to take in food. The mycelium can remain dormant under the ground for many seasons, which are similar to the roots of plants.
And this is our idea. So as you know, fungi forms an underground network by linking roots of other plants to their own mycelium. So with this, they can help out their neighbors by sharing nutrients or information, or sabotage and welcome plants by spreading toxic chemicals. So their unique and efficient way of communication inspired us with the idea that we can adopt this system for storage of classified information or data.
Okay, for the social context, the first is that for the information security, and lately there was a high-tech system that got hacked. The company stores classified files and information for well-known companies and governments. It was such a shock to people since people deeply believed the system was unbreakable. And this news led people to think about a new method to store information, and that led into the mushrooms. And for running out of space, the fence on one bridge in Cologne is covered with 2 tons of colorful locks of couples. However, the company that runs the bridge had threatened to remove them because there were too many, but public opposition has kept them safe. If we use the mushrooms to store good memories, then these things won't happen, and these memories will be stored forever because they have complex rules, complex and the concrete rules, the mycelium, which can be accessed later on by many couples.
So for our presidents, we found out that some scientists have already figured out a way to code the messages into a DNA. For example, a poet called Book has built a software which generates simple ciphers that match with the alphabet so that he can store his poems in the software, in the bacteria. And also, last year, some scientists uploaded a galloping horse gif in bacteria embedded in Escherichia coli, which introduced people to a new way of visualizing the cell reproduction. It's the image below. Therefore, we're thinking about applying the same concept to fungi. So from our research and our instructors' help, we found out the perfect candidates for our project. The Amanita fungi is the red mushroom on the right. So this is such a unique mushroom because it is the only fungi that is part of the myrochiral fungi, which has the fruit body. So with that, we made it a model for our project.
So we have a video here, and so we'll be describing the functions of fungi and how these communications between them can be used to help store information or send messages. Wait, what? So here's a visualization of the connections of fungi. And as you all know, our cells in the nucleus contain our DNA, and the DNA sequence is a really long set of code. So the way that we're going to transfer our messages or information is by translating them into DNA code and then inserting them into our cells. So the cell will be traveling in the veins of mycelium along with many other nutrients to travel from one mushroom to another. And when the cell reaches one mushroom, the mushroom will begin to produce more of the same cell with the same DNA, and this enables it to become easier to scan for the sequence. And once the sequence is received, it can be typed into a software program and then be translated. And we've also found out that by storing mushrooms with information in water, it can last for a long time.
So the reason we chose fungi instead of other species is that fungi is easier to preserve, so that when we put it in water, the mycelium will get into the homeostasis state so that it can last longer. Oh, and also we need to seal the container carefully and completely. And slowly.
So fungi also has a very bright future. First, it can help spread information in areas where modern technology hasn't enough impact and influence on, since fungi are tough and can grow under severe conditions. And nature lovers would be likely to prefer them as a way of recording precious memories. It also has the potential of being the next most commonly used way of storage, since it is ecological.
So the study of fungi, or mycology, is really understudied. And when we were doing research about the things that we wanted to include in our presentation, we learned so many things that we didn't know before, even though Caitlin provided us with a lot of information. So I think that by learning about fungi, we really knew more about something that we previously thought that it was really insignificant and really common.
So the more we study about the fungal communication, we found some questions that we don't fully understand by now, which are what happens to the information when the mycelium interacts with another fungal partner, and will other species get the DNA when they obtain nutrients from fungi?
So here are some references. And thank you, and special thank you to our mushroom lady, Kaylin. Thank you, guys.